to change your name. You going on live? We're going live. Woohoo! You changed your name in time. I love that mug, by the way.
Oh, I wasn't sure whether you'd seen this yet. I think I just pulled it up right as we went live. I got this today.
Oh, let me guess. Some annoying person's gone live on YouTube as usual. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We had a Callan the Mavis pop in approximately an hour early. I'm sorry if that's my fault because I just realized about an hour ago that I used the wrong thumbnail in Instagram. I used the one that's AEST instead of AEDT.
Oh yeah.
But when you come through the link, it was scheduled correctly. It just
said that.
Yeah. I only noticed it about an hour ago. I went, oh, fuck it.
Hey, Sage.
We have a Sage.
What's it, Sage? I don't think you've seen my other mug yet. I was gonna post a photo, but this is it.
I love it.
And then wait, no, it's you turn it around and it's just as good.
That's awesome.
It is, I think, my new favorite mug. I showed Brie and she was very unimpressed, which just makes it even better.
Oh, that's classic. Okay, well, as Callan asks, what are we working on tonight?
I am working on catching up after having a minor mental breakdown last night.
Yeah, that one was rather minor. Well, minor? Medium?
It was disproportionate to what the actual issue was.
No.
But
you were tired. You've been stressing out.
I was tired and incredibly stressed from already being very behind, and then had it was disproportionate to the issue because of how stressed I already was when shit happened, and then I was just like, fuck, what do I do? But it's all fine. It's been sorted. And I realized I may have been a little bit too stressed and I need to fix some things. So yay. I bought a mug. That fixes everything.
Yes, mugs fix everything. Although I must admit, I went through Typo yesterday morning just as I'm in the middle of the food shop, I need a break. Oh, look, new mugs. But to be honest, I don't like many of the new ones.
I got 3 others.
Did you get the fucking awesome one or something? That was the only one I actually liked.
I didn't see a fucking awesome one.
Or something like that.
I was at the one that we went to last year.
Yeah.
So I got.
No, I won't be able to fit in there anymore. Feral cock. Yeah, I did see that one.
I got this one. I got just a very relatable. It's a double shot vibe.
Now I didn't see that one.
You didn't see that one?
No.
I think it's a new one. They often don't necessarily have everything else, and I just need to peel the censorship sticker off this.
Yes.
Because
I love how they got censorship stickers, and you're like, I know what it says, honey.
Oh yes, I think it's maybe a legal reason because it's there's all.
Well, it is a family-friendly shop.
Yes.
See, the thing is I have to time my Typo visits now because if we have the pram, there's no way I'm fitting in Typo.
Yeah. Yes. Here we go. At least the sticker's nice.
But Sage, you get to hang out with us instead, so.
Oh no. Well, at least you can admire my new mug. So this one was the I need a third that'll
to
do
get the
one,
discount.
Which is
no, I didn't see that one either.
That's la fucking V.
Yes, you get to hang out with us.
About these ones is they're stackable.
Yes.
And I have a bunch of them already.
Yeah. That's one of the things I don't like about the Redbubble. I don't like their tall mugs. I love the look of them. I love how they're shaped. I love the look of them, but they don't stack. Because they're like a, yeah, so.
Oh, yeah, they don't stack. That does suck.
Oh.
No. I feel that. I didn't get to meet my nephew until he was about a month old, and then I only saw him for like a couple of hours one afternoon, and then didn't get to see him again until he was 6 months old. And then
I don't think my brother's met Morgan yet.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think.
It's been a bit like that.
I honestly don't think one of my brothers has. Yeah, because we had that, that time where we were able to have like two people turn up and you could sort of talk out the front of your house, like you didn't, as long as you didn't go inside, sort of thing. And he he swung by on his way home. Him and his partner swung by on their way home, and they got to meet Morgan. I mean, I think she was like 2 months old at the time, but I don't think my other brothers actually met her. Oh no, my memory's a bit hazy at the moment, but I am pretty sure. Oof, Jesus. Well, he's seen enough photos via Facebook. I guess he just thinks he's met her. Okay, so yes. What are we working on tonight? It sounds like you are working on are you working on Space Pirates or are you working on Caribbean Pirates?
I'm working on Caribbean Pirates. I've finally started it and I'm enjoying it a lot.
Yeah.
I realized I was also just sort of like procrastinating semi out of like, I don't know how to start again. And also I don't know the plot enough yet. I just know I know the start. I know a couple of the middle complications, and I know one of the major climax points at some point, which may not be the end final climax, but it's a big. I know there's a big ship battle.
To me, that's enough. To me, that's enough to start.
Yeah,
like as long as I know the start, I know the main characters, I sort of know what the situation is, and I know how it's going to end. I'll just start. And look, because that's what happened with Descent, which is what I'm working on tonight. I know how I want it to end, but I'm just trying. It's just like that last 2 to 3 chapters have just been really hard for me to knuckle down and get like the way I want them. So, but I think I've got it.
Yes. Fuck yeah. Right, 23, 12, 23.
Sage. Start something new. Why not? Why not? Jesus,
I can provide so 23, 12, 23. Okay,
oh yes, and tonight I am fueled by my favorite Scotch in existence. Because it's just
have a tab over the top. Oh yeah, that looks fun.
It is nice and smoky.
Smoky images. Yes. I don't need.
So I've got. Okay, I am just finishing up. I think this is chapter 19. Let me just double check. Yeah, 19. So I've definitely got 2 more chapters to go, maybe 3. It depends on how big the last fight's going to take me, how much time. And then this is done.
Nice.
Draft 4. Done.
I have a literal list of about 80 writing prompts. So if anyone wants just a short story prompt or something for something fun to work on as a break from your project, just ask. Give me a random number between like 1 and 80, and I'll give you the prompt that correlates to.
Oh yeah, they're fun, those prompts. Is that Michaela? Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, that's Michaela.
Yeah, sorry. I have a slight dyslexic problem, and if I see something before I hear it pronounced and it's spelt a bit in my head, it might be perfectly logical, but just for some reason, it's like the new Yellow Wiggle, Sahai. Sahai, yeah. But because I saw it spelt, because it has a T at the start, because I saw it written before I heard it, my brain just keeps going Tashay? No, it's Sahai. And I got to get it right.
That's like me reading Harry Potter in my head calling it Hermione
Mm,
for so long because I
Yep.
never heard anyone say
Hermione. Yep, exactly. That's pretty much exactly how I used to pronounce it in my head too. Even though I knew very early on that it was Hermione, I just still couldn't break it out of my head.
Yeah.
Wow.
I
wow.
am in the middle of importing the weekend footage as well. So
cool. Yep. So Charlotte may get distracted because she's got to do her vlogs. She's got to do VLOGNAROK. Yes. Welcome to a VLOGNAROK edition of Scotch Sundays. Michaela, 13K, that is awesome for a week. What are you writing? Is it science fiction? Is it fantasy? Is it modern realism? What are you actually writing? But 13K is pretty good. I'm working on Descent. I'm hoping to have it finished, if not tonight, then possibly tomorrow. But I still haven't found out if my young gentleman can go back to care yet.
Has he had another test?
No. But Mum went and fucked up. This Mum. Okay. To me, when the text says 13 days from exposure, I include the day of exposure.
I mean, that makes sense.
It needs to say 13 days after your day of exposure for me to make it the next day. So he did go and get a test and he's come back negative, but the test was for the wrong day. It was 24 hours early. I don't know, because I sent an email this morning and no one's fucking answered me. And I really don't want to go just do another test for the sake of it. Because let's face it, I mean, it's rampant in our bloody community anyway. Adult fantasy. Yes, another adult fucking fantasy writer. Yes. Sorry.
Fuck, I forgot whether I had any tea yesterday that counts towards the tracker. I had a coffee.
You didn't write much yesterday.
I didn't write at all. So I don't think I'll worry about it.
Yeah, I wouldn't count that. And yesterday was
today. The tea tracker gets to include this.
You're gonna have so much fun drawing that mug.
I'm gonna have so much fun drawing that mug.
Okay, Michaela, high fantasy, dystopian style fantasy, or just general fantasy?
Urban fantasy, or there's so many options.
I know, but it's usually either high fantasy or just sort of like Dragonlance style fantasy. I don't even know what that's called these days. Am I showing my age?
I don't know what that means.
But... Dragonlance and Forgotten Realms fantasies were tour books in the 80s and 90s. So they were around about 80 to 100,000 words. So they were good, like 350 to 400 pages, sort of like the fantasy pulp fiction sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So sort of like your classic.
Yes, Sage, you know Sage, sword and sorcery. Oh dear.
When you say pulp fiction fantasy, I get the picture, I think.
Yeah, general fantasy. Oh, cool. That's great. Oh, I look forward to hearing that you finished it and you're publishing it. Because why not? We might as well.
Right.
Yes, so we might just jump straight into a sprint because I am on a bit of a roll with the scene because I was working a bit before we started and I just want to get it done.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Okay, Sage, do you remember? Yes. Sage. Okay, Sage will remember this. I'm trying to remember the actual name of the series, but they were the Choose Your Own Adventure series. I used to love them. So much. They were green. That's all I ever remember is the spines were green. The book was green with like a little picture on the front. But they used to be awesome. Okay, guys, what we'll do is we'll jump into a sprint. Now, Michaela, not sure if you've been here before, blaming baby brain, because I can do that. Yeah, Sage remembers them.
Recognise that I also have terrible memory, apparently. So.
Yeah, I've got baby brain. So what I do is I do 20 minutes sprint, 5 minutes chat, and we do that 3 times, and then we might do a 10-minute chat, and then we sometimes decide to go for maybe 1 or 2 extra sprints depending on how we feel, but it's usually around about 10 o'clock by then, and I'm usually ready for bed. So
yeah.
So let's get going. Let's get some work down.
Fuck yeah.
Hey. We had a wild Shay appear.
She's probably asleep again now.
Yep, most likely. But hello, thank you for swinging by. Michaela, no, we are at the end of day 7, which I think has already been answered.
Yes.
Yes. Just look, I do my best to ignore comments whilst I'm writing, so just let me
I was
catch up.
having a good chat, so that's okay. I only just took my hair out after it being in a braid since last night when I washed it, and I am loving these curls.
Oh no, Shay, sorry. Sorry. I hope you feel yeah, cramps, painful.
Oh no, we wake her up. Oh no.
Oh dear. Well, look, to be honest, I got no idea how loud it sounds because I've never actually gone back and watched any of my own streams. Maybe I should.
It's not super loud for me, but
it's just
if you're asleep and it's right next to you, it would wake you up. Particularly if you only just dozed off.
Yeah. So, how did we all do, people? Now, you don't need to worry about word counts if you don't want to. It's just
getting a snack and having a cup of tea is perfectly productive in our opinion.
That is very productive. We are very chill here in these. I'm actually more strict about the Pomodoro thing because if we didn't do it, we would just sit here and chat all night, wouldn't we?
We would. We would indeed.
It's not because I want to get words down. No, it's just like, yeah. And yes, we have done a productivity sprint one night, and I think we ended up doing like one 15-minute sprint, and that was it.
We've done one where we didn't even do a sprint. We just chatted the entire night.
We've had a few of them. But they're usually touted as just chats.
What did I do? Oh, yes. I imported all of my footage. And then I recorded like a 20-second intro to the vlog that's like, welcome to days 5 to 7. This was originally meant to be 3 videos, but you'll soon see why it's not. It involves me realizing I've severely overcommitted, making some very stupid decisions, and then having a minor mental breakdown. Enjoy! Also, I finally started a book.
I told you, don't vlog the days we do lives. It just gives you that couple of days break.
Yeah.
You know, that's all it is. Like, I'm still vlogging. I just don't release the vlogs every day. I'm releasing them in like 3-day hits.
Yeah.
Because
I think what I'm going to do is start doing some shorts that I can bulk film that can be sort of like VLOGNAROK themed. Because I can edit them really quickly. Because the trouble is, if you have a half-hour video and I have to rewatch it 4 times to do the final edits, that's 2 hours.
It's an hour and a half, 2 hours. Yeah, just rewatching it. Yeah, no,
and
totally
that's not including the first run-throughs, cutting everything. Like, it probably would take me 4 hours to edit a half-hour video.
Yeah. Now, I haven't done it tonight because I was writing, but what I've been doing is at the end of every day, I've been importing my videos into my file and doing a quick cut edit.
Nice.
So when I get to day 3 or day 4, it'll come down to when I want to release things. I'll have either 3 or 4 days. I've been, I just do one final run through, make sure it's all okay, chuck in my little outro at the end, and I'm done.
Yeah.
And it seems to be working. And look, it's a vlog. Vlogs are never edited as nicely as a proper video, unless you're Charlotte Armstrong.
Oh my
God. Hey, Michaela, that is 140. That is 140 words you did not have to begin with. Okay?
Oh, that looks so good. Sorry, I just got distracted when I imported that clip to the start. Just the strip is just colorful and like, oh, it looks so good. It looks so much better than the lighting on here. It looks at the moment from my phone thing in contrast.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm distracted.
Anyway, well, we're about to jump into another sprint, guys. So let's get some more words done.
We got this. We got this.
I don't know how this is going. Just not quite there yet. So how did everyone go?
I had 50 minutes of footage.
Over 3 days?
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
Luckily, a lot of it can be cut.
Yeah.
A lot of it is easily cuttable, I think. It's
Well, I record a lot that I don't even import in the end because I go, oh, no, I didn't like that. Oh, no.
The good thing about hindsight is I can cut a lot of the phone stuff.
Yeah.
And just keep the juiciest bits of the mental breakdown.
Because we can't have a VLOGNAROK without a Charlotte meltdown.
Yeah. I mean, there'll be more than one, I think, going for this long. So, getting in there with an early start for week 1. But I think I've got a lot because I started Friday being like, this will be one day. So I had a bit of extra time to fill. I've got an 8-minute clip I can trim down to just a quick couple of points. Yeah. Then the same thing on Saturday. Oh, this is just going to be 2 days. I can add a couple of clips in. Today, I didn't film much. What have I got from today? The longest is like a 6-minute, I think. Oh, man. We went to this board games place, and they had a stall there from Swordcraft, a Swordcraft shop that's like right around the corner from where I work. And we got to play with all the swords. It was so fun.
Oh, nice.
I really want one, but they're so expensive. But then I just almost wasted $400 on my phone, so maybe I should just go buy a sword. This is the sort of logic that gets me into these situations.
I love it.
Okay, so I've got 10 minutes of me sitting in the car explaining my mental breakdown this afternoon. That can be edited down, hopefully, to a more concise. I think about a minute of the first clip is me trying to remember a word, and I could not for the life of me remember it. And then I finally got home 2 hours later and remembered the fucking word.
Oh, yeah, I usually do 3 a.m. in the morning, wake up with that.
I can't remember what it is now. It was, I said it earlier. Disproportionate. That was the word I couldn't remember. And I was like, literally stopped and tried to Google word for meaning larger than should be something or other. And the only thing that came up was like attributed or whatever. Yeah. I don't know.
What you need to do is you need to bookmark a website called Tip of My Tongue.
Tip of My Tongue. Oh, okay.
That comes in handy, that website. Oh dear. Well, I just don't know. The situation's right. I just don't know if it's quite. That's the problem. And I'm technically writing the first draft again now because this is a chapter that I'm starting from scratch. It's not something I'm editing. So it'll be redone 15 times before I'm actually happy with it. But I like to at least have me, go, okay, well, the characters are in the right spot. They're doing the right thing. I just got to fiddle with it. So.
Yeah. Bookmarked. Found it.
You found it? Yeah. It's worth it.
I'm putting that in the chat.
Yes.
That's brilliant. I'm putting that in the chat.
Yeah, Sage, I'm the same. I don't hate them, but they're just not speaking to me.
Have you noticed I haven't dropped out yet tonight, despite the fact that I'm editing as well? I think it's because I reset the router.
Possibly.
Before I was like, I know this is going to be an issue tonight. I'm just going to turn it off for about 30 seconds, hit the reset buttons on both of them, and see if it makes any difference. Yeah. Seems to so far. Give me 2 minutes. I'm going to fucking drop out now that I've said that it's fine.
Yeah.
So far,
Okay.
so good.
Well, we'll jump into the number 3 sprint and let's get words down, guys. And vlogs edited. done. 3 sprints already. Shit, it's 10 o'clock. I think it might be time to call it a night. So I think I heard the little fella move.
Fast.
Yeah, it did, didn't it?
I'm editing together the clips of me trying to remember the words, and then like I'm just editing in the clip from later when I finally remembered it, like 2 hours later.
Oh dear.
And it's just like, oh fuck, I'll think of it later. And it's disproportionate. That's what it was.
Oh, look, Sage, totally understand. Although, to be honest, I'm coming good now. It was just this, it's a bit clunky at the start of this chapter, but it's getting to the fun bit where I get to kill a few people and cause a lot of damage. And
The fun bit. The fun begins.
Oh god, there is a reason why my main character's a bloodthirsty bitch. Come on. It's fun to
look,
write.
I was concerned that I was making my pirates too nice, and then I started writing them, and literally the first thing that they start doing is threatening to murder someone. So I think I'm doing okay.
Only threaten?
Well, it's a toss-up between threaten and kidnap, and they end up going with kidnap. But there is a threat that if they make another sound, they're going to empty all of their blood onto the carpet.
Nice.
Or rug, rather, because I'm not sure if carpet is the right word. My tea went a little bit cold before I finished it, but
yeah, Sage, I get exactly what you're saying. I'm the same. I have to write into this, like I'm not going to finish it now. I've still got another 201 words to get up to the word count that draft 3 was. And I've got at least another chapter and a half, maybe 2.5 chapters to go. So it's definitely going to be longer again, but it needs to be. These are the chapters I decided not to put in, and now I've put them in. So, because at the end of the day, it sort of is the full on. It's not really the end of the situation, but it's a good spot to finish it, if that makes sense. So,
yeah,
but it's okay. But yes, yeah. Well, I guess I was a bit worried that my pirates were being too nice too, but then I realized that their introduction to the main character is them ambushing a bunch of slavers so they can kill them and steal an information chip off them.
Nice.
I thought, yeah, okay.
Yeah, I was worrying I was making my space pirates too nice as well, and then I opened up to the random page the other night, and one of the random pages I opened up to was just my main character wasting a bunch of people, and another one when it's like the planning scene, and I've just got the note that I've written to myself is, oh boy, she mad, and I love it. Because her like internal monologue literally says something like, these fuckers deserve to be locked inside while the place is burnt to the ground, or something like that. So there's some moments.
See, I've got this gem that I just wrote, which I have to be kind of happy with. You're as bloodthirsty as they come. Got to enjoy what you do, Mr. Hiller, or what's the fucking point?
I mean, she's right. It might be mildly concerning, but she's not wrong.
No, she's not. And what's the point if you don't enjoy it?
Yeah.
And of course, that is actually leading up to a particular bar fight where she actually gets to be extremely bloody. Because one of the running jokes, well, not really sort of dark jokes or comments through the entire novel, which is based after this, is why are you always covered in blood? So
I think I need to add a bar fight in as like a flashback or something, because it doesn't fit in the chronology of the story that's very, very fast for Project Space. But it would fit in as a different character POV reflecting on watching the other character like take out a bunch of people in a bar fight. There's potential there for broken bottles and all sorts of things.
Michaela, reading is productive. Okay? You got to. Reading is very productive. Oh no. Conflict avoidant personality in a management position. Ooh. Yeah, look, she's not wrong.
Yeah.
Not enjoying it.
I love it.
Mostly.
Yeah. I just realized there's a bit where my main character also gets covered in blood. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yes. I was like, I'm making these people too nice. I just forgot half the stuff that's in the book.
See, the problem I have though is because I'm also writing from the point of view of very desensitized people. It's kind of hard to actually show how just I don't even name or even say whether or not they're male, female, or whatever sex, because it's just like they shot 5 of them. You know, it's just they're so they're in a world that is so desensitized. They just don't think of their targets as human. So it's quite, so there is that juxtaposition where I'm trying to show how dark and nasty the world is and they are, but at the same time they're so desensitized they wouldn't think, they don't agonize over every death they've made because it's just a way to survive.
I have a character arc that is the basic character arc is this character trying to learn to let go of grudges. And then one of the final actions she does in the book is holding back when she really wants to kill someone. And the fact that she doesn't actually kill them is what sets up all of the fucking shit that goes down in the next couple of books. It's like if she had actually just killed them and hadn't been trying to change her, like
the way she is,
change to be a better person.
Well, there is a reason
life so much easier.
There is a reason the first novel is called Vendetta.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yes. But yeah. It's just,
I feel like that would be the title of my book if it was from the main antagonist's point of view. Because that kind of summarizes her plotline.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Anyway.
Yes.
Someone else's blood.
Mostly.
Yeah. I do love that. Is it a trope or is it just like it happens on rare occasions? I feel like it's borderline a trope where someone comes back absolutely covered in blood and everyone's horrified and they're like, oh, don't worry, it's not mine. Not all mine.
I think it is turning into a bit of a cliche or a trope at the moment. I think.
I don't think it's cliche because I think it's always done
not quite yet.
well.
No, but definitely a trope though.
It does happen with semi-regularity in that sort of genre.
Yeah. Well, it's when you think about it, it's a lot of the dystopians are full of quite nasty situations. So yeah. And but no, yeah, I did like writing that line. I'm like, yep, that pretty much sums up the relationship between these two characters at this point.
Yeah, I love those
One's
lines.
not afraid to point it out, and the other one's just like, yeah, your point.
Your
point.
Yeah. You are just stating facts.
Yes. Well, I do believe at one point she does turn around and say, "I'm a realist. Get fucking used to it."
Oh, I love giving paintings. I've done this is gonna relate slightly. Random titles, and there's one that I was titling the other day. What is it? Oh, what did I say? Oh no, there it is. No, so the back of these little canvas things has space for like a title, artist, technique / medium, and date painted, and I always do them semi-sarcastically. Yeah. So it's called A Tree of Fire and Ice. This is the painting by CRA. Technique / medium, fatalism and acrylic. Date, before the world ended. I'm actually posting this to someone. I hope they I hope they notice and appreciate my little notes like that on the back.
Oh dear. I mean, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'm going to keep this line in, but it's just so good. Hilla, one thing you will learn about our esteemed Queen of Pirates, she never needs the help. At least, even if she does, she'll never admit it.
Our main characters are so fucking similar. I know we've said this a lot.
Yeah.
But like the other day when I was like, I feel like my main character is just the younger version. And in a different situation, but having so many of the same personality traits.
Yeah. Well, they've both grown up in a pretty nasty universe, you know, and have had to survive. So,
yeah,
you know, that's the whole sarcasm. Yeah, and the thing is, and I think this is what Hawk accepts who she is and what she is. She doesn't agonize over the fact that she kills people. She doesn't agonize over the fact that she's had to, you know, run away from home and become a pirate. You know, to her, she's just like, I chose this. This was my decision. So I'm going to enjoy myself whilst I'm doing it, you know? And I think, you know, and that it's actually very interesting writing a character that doesn't have that conflict of, oh my God, I'm becoming one of them. She's like, I'm the best one. You know?
I think I've got a scene somewhere. I think it's in the draft somewhere. I've got to go and maybe do some rewrites on it because I think I want the answer to be slightly different.
Yeah. That's what the problem I had last night. I was writing some bits and the answers were wrong. And once I got rid of it and started again, it was perfect. But yeah,
thinking about it, I'm like, I don't think, because I'm like, they do quite a lot of good stuff with rather illegal means to do the good stuff. They're Robin Hood pirates in a way sometimes. And so I'm like, I don't think we need that to be the reasoning. I think the reasoning is fair enough to be like, I mean, if you're conflicted about the fact that we're causing some damage despite the fact that we're causing some good and it tends to balance out usually in the good side, just look at the world we're in and how much damage those guys are doing, and they don't give two shits, so why should we?
Yeah, exactly.
I feel like that's going to be the logic switch that I'm going to put into that bit.
So when I the logic switch, the logic I've got is they care for each other as a crew, as a found family, but everyone else is pretty much expendable.
Yeah, and I think that's what I need to. That's what I'm leaning more towards as well.
Yeah, it doesn't mean that they're bad people. It just means that they've just grown up in this world where once you find the people you can trust, you keep them close. You don't Yeah. Anyway, we're probably giving away far too many spoilers on our works here.
Well,
so
by the time they read them, they'll have forgotten.
And to be honest, by the time you guys actually read them, I've probably changed it 5 times anyway.
Yeah. Yep.
Except maybe Charlotte, because Charlotte's probably going to get a copy of this once I finished it.
Yeah. Maybe.
Anyway, guys, I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I hope you got some words done, or at least thought about getting words done, because thinking about it is almost as productive as doing.
That's what I've been telling myself all week.
You've been researching.
Not all week. I researched for about half the week, and then the other half of the week I was procrastinating and realizing I had so many other commitments that I needed to do.
You guys. Anyway, have a good one. Enjoy your week. Those of you doing nano, you're crazy. And uh-oh, here we go. Here we go.
I don't think you're going to get me as good today, Sage. You might need to work a bit harder.
She says it drinks from that mug. Okay, guys, this is the end, although it is not yet the end of VLOGNAROK. So we'll see you all soon.